Meet the Keiths. Carol Ann and Ian live in Huddersfield. They've been married for 2 years, and Ian is stepdad to Carol Ann's 9-year-old daughter, Alice. Meet the Cans. Sam and Jim have been married for 19 years and live on a farm in Devon with their 4 children, Calamity Jane, Haby Blue, Capability Jack and Bojango. The 2 women have agreed to swap homes, children and lifestyles for 2 weeks to see what they can learn about their own lives. What's it like for a couch potato to keep up with a family of fitness fanatics?
I'm fucked, to be quite honest. This is fucking mental.
What's it like when your new husband's not exactly a barrel of laughs?
Bloody hard to make him smile and think, you know, everything's a chore.
And what happens when the wives come face to face?
Meal times are horrendous. What? Food's shit.
Oh, piss off. Sour-faced Carol, smile for Christ's sake.
Logging on to eBay.
Carol Ann Keith and her husband Ian live in Huddersfield with Carol Ann's daughter Alice. They don't get out much because they spend up to 6 hours a day on the computer. In fact, Carol Ann and Ian's romance blossomed in the online sales room of love.
Ian and I actually met through eBay. Internet chat rooms were never my thing, so the chances of meeting somebody on eBay was actually quite small.
Carol Ann bought some old pictures Ian was flogging on the internet. They've been happily trading together ever since.
It is a shared passion, and it was nice that we met that way, and it's continued, because it is the one thing that we do have in common.
But their love of logging on leaves little time for Carol Ann's only child, Alice.
Alice!
They've built a £5,000 loft room for her where she spends most of her time alone.
What I'd really like is to go to the park a bit more often and play with my bike and go out on my skateboard some days. I think my real hobby is actually playing with my rocks and on my PlayStations and sometimes making up my own little games to play when I'm bored.
My thoughts on another child? Difficult. Blind panic, probably.
Yeah.
I think Ian's a little bit strange as well because I hardly ever go anywhere with Ian and we never really go out to play together.
But Alice does get to accompany Ian and Carol Ann to car boot sales, where they buy junk to sustain their internet trading habit.
Ian does a lot of the bulk buying, and last week you got a load of toiletries, didn't you?
Just a bit.
So
Just a few. We can buy 6 months' supply of, that's hair gel, I think that's shower gel, toothpaste.
The bulk buying extends to their other passion, junk food.
look, Cadbury's French bars. Bargain!
There's a warehouse that's a couple of miles away.
Yep.
And it does stuff that's gone out of date, but it's only gone out of date by a few months, so we tend to buy it.
And we have fries to go.
In fact, when the fast food loving couple were married, they celebrated their nuptials with a wedding reception in McDonald's.
The wedding reception menu was Big Mac, fries, banana milkshake, times 25.
Ian's nickname for Carol Ann is Cuddles, and she calls him Pudding.
It's probably safe to say that we're not the fittest people in the world. Physical activity isn't really our bag, either of us.
No. I went to the gym yesterday and drove straight past it.
Did you?
Yes.
Sam Can and her family are exercise junkies who love being outdoors. They run and cycle together every day.
I love to be outside. I love to be outside. And we're natural beings, and if you're out with the elements, then, you know, you are natural, whether you like it or not.
Sam and husband Jim cycle over 120 miles a week with the children.
They love riding off-road, which can throw you all sorts of elements, rocks, stones, steps, hills, wet, boggy bits and things. And they love all that. They love the challenge. Put them on a push bike and your adventure starts as you leave the gate.
The The family live on a small farm with 2 cows, a turkey, 6 geese, 7 sheep, 9 chickens and a pot-bellied pig. Rearing their own animals is integral to maintaining their healthy lifestyle. They eat organic veg and rear and butcher their own meat from the farm.
If I didn't rear my own food, I wouldn't eat processed meat. It's just something I wouldn't do. I wouldn't feed processed meat to the family.
Sam's devoted to exercise and healthy living, but she doesn't have much interest in keeping her house in order. Even the animals are welcome inside.
The turkey likes to come in and pinch the dog food if he gets half a chance, and he wanders around the house and then out he goes again. And there were cow prints in the bathroom, which was really scary because you've seen my bathroom, it's not very wide. Given a choice to actually clean the house or go for a bike ride, I'd be going for a bike ride.
The Cans pride themselves on being a strong family unit, and they've become even closer since youngest son Bo was diagnosed with the lung condition cystic fibrosis.
We're a strong family, especially with Bo, with what he's got, his cystic fibrosis. The fitter Bo can stay cardiovascular, using his lungs all the time, the fitter he will be.
Knowing it's a natural way of actually helping keep my son alive, it's become a way of life because of that, but also it's become a fantastic, enjoyable way of being outside and being together.
It's the day of the swap and both women are preparing to leave.
He might be better looking than Ian. You never know, he might be easier to live with as well.
The wives are leaving home for 2 weeks and they've agreed to have no contact with their husbands during that time.
Hi there.
I hope they have some nice takeaway menus. Mind you, it doesn't look like they've got a takeaway around here. That's a bit pointless, really.
Whoa, this is getting scary. Really, really scary.
Before they meet their husbands, the wives have a chance to take a good look around their new homes.
The good life springs to mind. Kind of organic, healthy living, all the things that I don't do.
It's a massive amount of crisps for one family.
Hell of a lot, yes.
Chicken nuggets, frozen sausages, oven chips. I don't know how you cook frozen sausages, actually. Microwave fries. Okay.
There's no microwave. Oh, shit.
Do they really eat this many snacks?
More children. Is that 4 so far?
Oh, this is one little girl, my goodness me.
Oh, God.
She's just a bit more tidy than me. She's a lot more tidy than me, I don't mean a bit, she's a lot more tidy than me.
I'd have some clearing out to do if it was me, I think. Definitely. I think I would definitely be in for a life laundry. That lampshade could do with a wipe.
Perhaps the garden's out there. There's no garden.
Each wife has left a written manual as a guide for the new wife to run their homes.
As a family, we don't discriminate. We'll eat anything and everything in sight. Crisps and chocolates are not a bad thing. They are.
We eat organic home-reared meat from our own stock and get organic dairy products from the cow. From the cow. There's a cow.
We did our wedding reception at McDonald's. We did our wedding reception at McDonald's. Yeah, we did our wedding reception at McDonald's.
On a Thursday, we all do a 25-mile bash, but on bikes. I probably haven't ridden a bike for about 10 years. Does it show? Oh dear.
We are not outdoor people. Oh, whoops. You're not outdoor people, that's really scary.
Cleaning tends to get done as and when we feel like it really needs it. To be honest, cleaning is way down on the list of priorities for me, and I think it's much more important to be spending time with the family rather than cleaning the house. Right.
I think Alice would like us to do more things that she enjoys as a family. Most of our social and leisure time is centred around bargain hunting and eBay. That seems a shame, I don't understand that.
It's finally time for Sam and Carol Ann to meet their new families.
Hi.
Hello.
Who are you then?
Capability Jack.
Okie doke.
Baby Blue.
Oh, lovely to meet you all, and
Hiya,
you must be
I'm Jim.
Jim. How are you doing?
Oh yeah, welcome
Good
to
stuff.
our home.
Thank you.
How you doing?
Hi.
Shake hands with your wife. Strange.
Do you keep an oxygen tank as standard for people that are completely unfit?
No, nobody's that unfit.
Yes. I think you're in for a shock.
Oh, there.
There's no breathing apparatus available, but even so, the Can family wastes no time in dragging Carol Ann out for a 2-hour hike in the hills.
Made it. Stood knackering. I think once you've seen one river, you've seen them all, really, don't you?
Say different if you've gone in for a swim.
You reckon?
You know you're alive when you've been in there for a swim.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it's up to her what she does, but we'll have a go. See if we can persuade her to be a bit more active, because she obviously isn't that active.
In Huddersfield, life is distinctly less strenuous. All Sam has to do is prepare Ian's dinner, and luckily for her, it's ready-made pie and instant mashed potato.
And stir briskly, yeah?
Yeah.
Lumps in it.
First impressions are great. It's nice. We don't know each other yet.
Do you want some kitchen roll for your mouth? Yeah?
Yes, please.
There you go.
I think Sam's nice. She's friendly. I don't think she'll be bossy.
So you don't have any vegetables?
Rarely. We have like onions and things like that, but it just varies.
A bit surprised by the food thing and what they eat. It worries me eating all that junk food. I don't think it's very good for you, and I find that quite scary, actually.
Carol Ann's just about keeping up with her new family. An eldest daughter, Calamity, is supporting her efforts.
It all looks the same to me, I have to say.
I hope she has a go. I think she will if we encourage her. I think she's more scared than, I'm not going to do it.
Given the choice between doing this and watching EastEnders, there really is no contest. EastEnders wins hands down.
Carol Ann and Sam have exchanged homes and families for 2 weeks. Sam is a fitness fanatic who's used to a super active lifestyle.
There's a cup of tea.
Carol Ann is a self-confessed couch potato.
I look and feel like shit.
Today's Saturday and both wives will have to get to grips with their new family's weekend routines. For Carol Ann, that means heading out for a morning's mountain biking, but she's finding it hard to understand her new family's enthusiasm for sporting activities.
If it was entirely up to you and nobody was saying, well, we're doing this and doing that and doing the other, it's a nice day, but there'll be other nice days. Your PlayStation is there and your bike's outside, what do you do?
Bike.
Truthfully.
You'll be okay.
You reckon?
Just have a look at it and have a go. And if there's bits you don't want to do, you don't do it, and that's the end of it.
Oh, this is the hardest bit so far.
No, the hardest bit is when you get there. We're in the car park now.
We got green. We can go.
The Keith family are having a day out as well, and it starts with brunch at the family's favourite restaurant.
And syrup, sausage?
Yeah.
Actually, coffee for me, I won't.
Sam's never had a McDonald's in her life before.
That's really weird.
It's very nice though.
I don't think they should keep going to McDonald's. A big thing about the food thing, it's just really bizarre. Yeah. Ian said they eat fruit. Well, they haven't eaten any fruit yet.
Wouldn't hurt to go a little
Bloody
bit
hard
higher.
saddles, aren't they? Left or right?
Carol Ann has started out on her 5-mile trek to the top of the hill.
God, my arse hurts.
500 yards later, and she's had enough.
I'm fucked, to be quite honest.
You go first.
I'm just ever so slightly pissed off.
In Huddersfield, next stop on the Keith's big day out is a car boot sale to pick up some items to sell on the internet.
All the stuff in the bathroom, it's all sort of designer, it's all FC UK and all that jazz.
Yeah.
And it's all been bought at car boot.
Yeah.
Because people get gift sets.
It will be the family's only outdoor activity of the week, and Ian's doing his best to introduce Sam to the excitement of bargain hunting.
I was like, it's just unusual.
It's really
old.
Like
It's like patent plastic.
Yeah, right.
That's got to be the 20s. If it's brand new unboxed, you stand a far bigger chance of... You don't have to making a fortune. There's nothing you could ever retire on, make a living of it, but it just adds a few pounds to the pocket, and that's the fun of it.
In Devon, the family have reached the top of the hill in 15 minutes. An hour later, Carol Ann arrives.
Back. I feel much better now that I'm stood still and I've got my breath back.
Yeah.
Now all she's got to do is cycle back down again.
You gonna have a go then?
No. Sorry, I'm not, no.
She's not really open to trying new things, which doesn't really work in our family, because then you get left behind.
OK. She didn't even want to have a go, did she? It was total no-no. I'll expect her to be better tomorrow, put it that way.
Car boots, you're up against dealers who know.
The Keiths are back from the car boot sale, and for Ian, this is where the excitement really begins.
This is the fun bit. This is where we have fun. We're tipping it out.
Spending the rest of the day preparing their treasure haul to be sold on the internet.
You're going to spend 3 hours setting them into pairs and sets, but because it's enjoyable, you don't mind doing it.
Meanwhile, Alice entertains herself upstairs.
These are very similar, but there's only one thing that I've noticed that's different about them. This one seems to have stripes of rock down it, and this one's just a rock.
She's very different from the other children I've seen here. Oh, she's lonely, you know, she is. I don't like saying that, but she is lonely.
Sam sorts out the knitting needles and Ian advertises his new wares online.
It's 50p, we'll put £2 start on it and just let it fly, see what it goes for.
After 3 hours of sorting, Sam's finding it hard to adapt to her new housebound existence.
I've got no outside here. There's no garden. So, you know, they've got nothing else to do.
Carol Ann's day of exercise isn't over yet. After their morning bike ride, the Superfit Can family are now out for a relaxing evening with the local running club. Carol Ann's having trouble keeping up with the pace.
I think my whole body is just crying out to be left alone, to rest.
Having lost sight of Carol Ann, Jim finally stops the group in the vain hope that she'll catch up.
She's got to be, actually, the way we've run, she's got to be probably half a mile behind us, so it's just going to take so long. I can actually see movement across the field. Somebody going along on their own.
She could be quite some time though, because this is like an hour's long hash and she's about 10 minutes in.
Do you fancy waiting here until that pace is going to get here? No.
It can't get much worse than this, but of course the trouble with thinking that it can't get much worse is that it always fucking does, doesn't it?
At the end of a long day, Carol Ann's struggling to understand the Can's relentless fitness regime.
I just can't figure out why there's this need to keep going all the time. It really is beyond me. Really.
It's not a need, not well.
It is, yeah.
We actually like doing it, and it is beneficial to Bo. That's
Carol Ann hasn't realised that 9-year-old Bo has to exercise every day because of his lung condition, cystic fibrosis.
I don't know if you looked outside.
Yeah.
He's out there riding my bike around.
Yeah.
You can't keep him off of it. That boy is bike crazy. That's basically
I know
it. But it's beneficial to all of us.
I know that's great motivation, and I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with that at all. It just seems to be obsessive proportions.
Right.
You don't feel that you should take time out at all.
No.
But like, when you say this time out, for us, time out is all going for a bike ride together as a family.
I do know what you mean. I mean, it's kind of a lifestyle you've fallen into, and to think of anything else is kind of alien.
Yeah.
But I do think that it is possible to spend too much time as a family.
Yeah, well, that's a lot of bollocks for a start, isn't it? Spending too much time with the family. How the bloody hell can you spend too much time with the family? I mean, if we all enjoy doing it. If you didn't enjoy doing it, you wouldn't do it, would you?
It's the start of a new week, and the wives settle into each other's routines. For Sam, it means doing Carol Ann's job in a supermarket.
Oh, my bum.
For Carol Ann, it means cycling the kids to school and tending the farm.
Oh, I'd frog for that. Stay there! 2 sausages each.
Yeah.
After a week of non-stop exercise and work on the farm, Carol Ann is wondering when exactly the house gets cleaned.
Sometimes it's difficult to see where the house stops and the farm begins. All this crap from here needs clearing and reorganising. I don't know what's clean, what's not clean. Sam actually doesn't iron at all. This is no way to store clothes. I just think the priorities need rearranging quite drastically.
Slowly getting used to the iron.
Meanwhile, Sam's getting used to domestic bliss with Ian.
I'm missing the energy. I'm missing the noise. I'm missing the banter, the laugh, the crack, the energy.
Tomorrow it's rule change day, and Sam's hoping to make life more interesting for Alice and Ian.
To be truthful, it's bloody hard to make him smile and think, you know, meal times are a chore, everything's a chore. You know, Alice just needs giggles and fun. Fun is the word we need.
We might be able to do a lot more fun things together.
Carol Ann's had as much fun as she can take. A week of outdoor activity and exercise to the exclusion of everything else has finally become too much for her.
It's, you know, you get up, you do that, you do that, you do that, then you do that, then you have to make time for this, then you go to sleep, then you get up and do it all again. I just can't say it. It is fucking pointless, absolutely pointless. But it's really pissing me off. This is fucking mental. And the kids just seem to gravitate towards dirt.
Caroline's looking happy.
Hey? Caroline is pissed off. If this is your idea of fun, I think it's something severely warped.
She's complained about any activity we've done. She actually complains so much, I think she just runs herself down the ground before she started.
It's the day of the rule changes, and the wives can finally take control. Carol Ann wants the house to be clean and to challenge the family's obsession with exercise, so she's locking away their bikes.
It is kind of a fine line, really, but I feel that I've really got to stamp my authority on this one.
For Sam, it's out with junk food and computers and in with healthy living.
Sod it, what the hell, let's go for it, you know. Jim will fix it. If that's my game here, well, then that's my game. And if Alice goes back to whatever, then she will at least know there's possibilities out there.
OK, as you all know, it's rule change day today. I'm going to do the boys'
The families have been summoned, and Carol Ann can't wait to impose her new regime.
Number one, the house. This house is not base camp. It's a home. We're all going to clean it. I don't want any more shit in this house.
As a family, your diet is poor. I am banning all junk foods and have got rid of all the out-of-date crisps, chocolate bars and fizzy drinks.
There's a lot of junk in this house, right? We're going to clear it all out. Maybe some of that stuff we can take to a car boot sale.
You are obsessed with eBay. You should channel this energy and interest into spending more time with Alice. The PC is out of bounds.
This family spends far too much time doing things together. Other interests need to be pursued. You have to sacrifice a bit of the things you love for the things you need.
You need to have more fun time together as a family, both at home and outdoors. We are all going on a hike and a camping trip.
There's 2 sets of keys. There's one key, one padlock that holds all the bikes together, and the shed is actually padlocked. Please don't purse your lips, Jim. I'm getting really nervous.
So as from tomorrow, Ian, you are going to be cycling to work.
It's 10 miles away.
That's okay.
That's okay. And it's uphill and downhill.
It's about 10 miles in an hour.
Okay, whatever.
Bo!
With so many bikes in the Can household, Carol Ann was bound to miss one. Bo's managed to hide his and he's got no plans to hand it over.
Bo, it's going in the shed. That's the deal, darling. Oh, I knew it would be hard on him. But that is the kind of deal. Do you know what I mean?
What this actually does by Carol Ann taking his bike away, not letting him do it, she is actually, she's not only threatening his health, she could be threatening his life,
I really just want to get out on my bike now. Go and do some jumps.
You cannot do that to Bo.
Carol Ann's bike ban has caused a crisis, and Jim immediately calls a family meeting. He wants her to understand that stopping Bo riding his bike, even for a week, is unacceptable.
You could actually be threatening his health. You don't realise what you're taking away from him. You're not taking it away from Jack.
You're not being clear though, Dad.
But Calamity wants the bike rule lifted for all members of the family, not just Bo.
Do you agree with what I've just said?
No.
Okay.
It's making one rule for one and a rest for the others. I'm feeling very strongly that I'm not allowed to go out and ride my bike tomorrow.
But I'm just saying this is your selfish side coming out in you.
I actually don't think she's being selfish. What she's trying to do is kind of...
Well, I do.
Fine.
No, you just be quiet a minute.
No. You won't listen to me.
You're saying me not being able to ride a bash is more important than Bo doing his life-saving, life well-being.
Jim, get me on it.
I feel so passionate about it, but I feel that
you have to listen to her.
Yes, you bloody cry, Clancy. I want you to cry because
that's not fair.
I'm really disappointed here, Calamity.
You never listen.
That's not fair. You be quiet and you listen to her.
You don't see it from
I do
my
listen,
point
but
of
the
view.
right words don't.
Well, be quiet then. To listen, you have to stop speaking, Jim.
Right,
please stop speaking and listen to her.
Go on then.
You won't listen to me.
What could be more important than that? I mean, you haven't got to see it.
Exactly, I know that.
Right, hang on.
You still don't stop and think about the other three of us over here.
Okay.
Oh, Calamity.
I can't. I feel like I have to back down. And I feel like I have to take your word.
But I don't think you honestly saw the overall true picture of what you'd be doing. You'd actually have to be a parent of somebody like Bo.
Carol Ann has conceded that Bo can ride his bike, but Calamity's pleas have fallen on deaf ears and her bike will stay locked in the shed.
I can't live with the fact that I'm possibly taking even a minute off Bo's life. And I haven't got the information to argue it, and there's nothing else I can do.
The rules have also caused a crisis in Huddersfield. Not only does Ian have to exercise, he has to eat salad.
You can't suddenly sort of turn a working northern family into the lifestyle section of the Telegraph. It's unrealistic.
Cycling is not weight bearing, and if you...
I'm sorry, I disagree. It's cycling is power to weight ratio.
The cycling to work's unnecessary. It's unrealistic. The food, yes, it's overly palatable, but it's not sustainable. You cannot live like this.
Sam and Carol Ann have introduced their own set of rules that their new families must live by. Sam thinks her new family should be more active and has introduced a regime of cycling. Carol Ann believes her new family are obsessed with fitness, so she's banned them from riding their bikes.
Just keep it calm, keep breathing. Don't forget to breathe. It'll just...
As part of her new rules to get the family fit, Sam is forcing Ian to ride his bike to work. He's got an hour to make it there.
So out of shape, it's untrue. That's the concern. watch you. I am happy. I am happy. I am happy. No, I'm fucking not.
Look at that, 1:05.
Although no Olympic records have been broken, Ian does arrive for work on time.
Just hold it, just hold it, just hold it, just hold it. Just don't let it go.
Right, back to reality.
With the crisis of the rule change meeting resolved, Carol Ann is getting stuck into her cleaning blitz.
I don't want to use anything scoury on this because it'll take the finish off it.
Not everyone is helping. 18-year-old Calamity is still upset about not being allowed to ride her bike and is refusing to cooperate.
She's cleaning the house. How long does she think it's going to stay like that for? We're not all of a sudden going to go, oh, we're going to stay in the house now because it's clean. She's just jealous of the way that we make everything work and we're still happy at the end of the day. I'm not trying to be a rebellious child, but she's not prepared to understand how important this is to me, and I will just be forced to go against her.
I hesitate to use the word selfish, but there's no getting away from it yet, really. Yeah, she's being a self-centred cow.
In Yorkshire, one of Sam's new rules is to devote as much time as possible to Alice.
Oh!
Wow, look at that.
I like being outside because I like watching the birds and I like the fresh air. I enjoy riding my bike because I just do.
Ian doesn't share Alice's love of cycling and arrives home from work saddle-sore and unhappy.
Tiring. Don't want to do that again.
But Sam has more cycling in mind. She's taking the family for an evening picnic.
Do you like bread rolls?
Yeah.
And to make matters worse, she said that Alice can take her trumpet along.
I'd rather not take Alice's trumpet out of the house, if you don't mind. It's like 300 quid for the trumpet.
No, OK,
Yeah.
well...
And like she dented the last one, and it's too expensive to take it out of them. It's not a toy.
I didn't say it was a toy.
No, but it's not going out of the house.
I know what you're saying about the trumpet.
Yeah, and Alice is far too important. I don't jest with Alice.
But you'd let me take Alice out of the house?
Yes.
She's worth more than £300.
Yeah, no. That's the situation.
I'm just gobsmacked.
No, well, Alice has been sport rotten this week. Yeah, she gets all the attention. Let's go for a picnic. I'll catch you up in the car.
Then you're walking with us. Do you want to do the finger thing? That bread is really nice. You did a good job on that one.
Sam's just a novelty to Alice. You can't do all the family things every day of the week. And I won't be lectured to by Earth Mother.
I was so miserable. He didn't smile. He just didn't make one happy crack at all. But I'm sorry, I think that behaviour is just disgraceful.
Whereas it's not, and that's your point of view, but now we're putting our point...
In Devon, Calamity has still been difficult. Carol Ann wants to take everyone to a car boot sale on Saturday, but Calamity wants to go to a sporting event instead.
And if I don't stick to my rule changes...
It is just as hard for us to stop...
I do.
...than it is...
The reason I want to get this conversation out of the way tonight is because I don't think it's healthy to brood.
Well, my advice to Calamity would be to actually go. Even if it went against your rule and you thought very bad of me, I'd tell Calamity to go.
It almost feels, when you say things like that it is emotional blackmail. I feel like you're trying to make me feel bad.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying, I think whereas you will psychoanalyse it and talk and think about it, I think you do that too much on any issue. Basically, that's what it is, you fuck with your head.
I just don't think that my changes are going to have the effect on them that their rules had on me when I first arrived, which is a shame. It means that I feel like I failed. But I felt like I failed at a lot of things this week.
Carol Ann could talk the tits off of a donkey. You know, it's not just over in 5 minutes and then wondering, oh shit, did I make the right decision? It goes on for bloody hours and then you don't get to bed until 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning.
It's a new day in Huddersfield and the trumpet controversy is still raging.
A 300 quid brass instrument is not a toy. And you can say what you want, but it ain't leaving the house. We do not argue in front of Alice.
You didn't do anything with Alice.
We do lots with Alice. You just don't see it. You cannot be judgmental over 4 days' experience.
But she's had how long she had the bike? The thing she actually asked me to do was take her for a bike ride.
You don't score points. We're 9-year-old. You talk to husband.
No, you row.
No. We row lots, yes.
And you spend a lot of time on eBay and the other person sat down here and then you have your free time, you split up and don't sit together. That's fine, that's fine.
We will go, maybe go back to that. What we want is that, and certainly not what we want is this.
And Alice gets sent up to her room.
No.
Alice is behind you.
Okay. Hello. Oh, very smart. I like the jumper.
I do apologise. I don't mean to disagree with Ian. I just wanted him to just understand, and then maybe he would have seen, if you had played your trumpet out there, he might have seen how lovely it was going to be.
But Ian isn't in the mood for apologising and has left for work in his car. In Devon, the whole family have gone on strike and Carol Ann's been left to clean the house alone.
I do feel a little bit like a glorified housekeeper at the moment and that nobody's really helping. Absolutely filthy. This hasn't been cleaned in a long, long time.
Carol Ann has routines and very, very different priorities than what we've got, and I don't think her priorities are the right ones in this household.
No.
Ian won't allow Alice to take her trumpet on the camping trip, so Sam's come up with a creative solution.
Morning.
Morning.
Trumpet rental.
I would like to hire a trumpet, please. I'm feeling like I'm getting petty, which is making me feel angry and resentful. And I feel quite resentful to him, and I don't want to do that because that's just blocking what I was actually here to try and do.
Although we keep 2 in stock, we only hire 1, and that will be this one.
Okay.
Yamaha YTR 1335.
Brilliant.
In Devon, Carol Ann wants to get the ringleader of the rebellion back on side, so she's called for a truce.
It certainly wasn't made to make you cry. I don't like to make anybody cry. I hate it when people are upset. But it was actually done to make you think. And you have.
Yeah. I just thought you could have got us off our bikes in such a nice way. It was sort of all nasty and no real...
Well, no.
This is why I'm going to do this.
It was actually intended to be like that for the simple reason that if I was wishy-washy, you'd think I was kidding. And if I said, well, I don't think you should exercise too much, you'd have said, well, actually, I'm not exercising too much from my point of view, and then I would have found it hard to argue with. I needed to do something definite. Am I being any clearer?
Yeah.
I feel that you understand a bit more, your body language is a bit better, and you're not kind of... Do you know what I mean?
It's crying.
Mum's favourite film, you dad!
With Calamity back on side, everyone starts to sort out junk for tomorrow's car boot sale.
Hello.
Carol Ann's delighted that at last she has the chance to introduce the family to something other than exercise.
It is actually all about having fun at car boots. I mean, I love them. That's, I suppose, what they were trying to teach me with the bikes. And if they can do it with the car boots and learn to enjoy making money, then that's great.
And in Yorkshire, things are finally going to plan. Sam's persuaded Ian to go camping. What he doesn't know yet is that there's a trumpet in the vicinity.
Yep.
Don't kill him.
No, I won't kill him. Watch him go. Watch him go. Okay.
I want him.
Finally, Sam reveals her surprise.
It's a trumpet. Hooray! Very good.
The deviousness, didn't like that at all. Yeah. Hiring the trumpet when I said she couldn't take this one with her.
doesn't bring brownie points.
Dad, the BFG! Oh,
I chucked it out because the boys want it on DVD because it's such a good film.
We haven't got it on DVD yet.
Well, we're getting it on DVD.
We're having it.
In Devon, seeing Jim and his kids having fun together has made Carol Ann reflect on her relationship with Ian and Alice.
I'll take that one home.
Me and Alice have fun together occasionally, and me and Ian have fun together occasionally, but the times where we actually all have fun together are few and far between, and I think it's nice that Alice and Ian have spent this time together without me, which is something they do very, very little of. I think it maybe improve their relationship, hopefully.
Have you enjoyed it?
Yes,
Yeah, really enjoyed it.
Yeah. Spending time with Alice is always good. And it's not that I hate kids, it's just I'm not used to them.
No, I know, and I understand.
Yeah.
I understand that, but I feel you need to just loosen up with her. Her little face drops sometimes when you come in, just because she's like, oh, must be good, must be good, must be good. Yet tonight, neither of you have had any inhibitions, and she's just been so happy and so free.
Right, we'll have to agree to disagree on that. It's just my opinion. I think we're a bit on the harsh side with that.
Just don't blow it out the window.
What makes you think I will?
Because you've been pretty resentful of some of the things I've asked you to
No,
do.
it's just.
You hated them, but
no,
but
it's the approach.
he prefers to just disagree and leave it at that. And to be honest, he's that ignorant that I think that's as far as I can go with it. But I have showed him what I can, and the rest is up to him. I'm all out. I'm all spent.
It's the final day of the swap, and Carol Ann's taking the whole family to a car boot sale.
I'll take the videos off you at 10p each. Okay.
Doesn't look anything, does it? John Rosher. Highly expensive.
Being at a car boot, I sort of feel like how Carol Ann did when she was riding the bike and worried that she was going to actually smile and enjoy herself. I'm trying hard not to, but it's nice just to be chilling out, really. Slowing down. She'd like that. Oh, Carol Ann. That's good fun.
In Yorkshire, it's the last chance for Sam to take Alice and Ian out of the house and into the country. After a 4-mile trek, it's all back to the pub. And she's finally won Ian over by combining exercise with beer.
It does open your eyes a bit. It's like, I think I'll drag Caroline along to one and see what she thinks.
It's the last day of the swap, and Carol Ann's getting ready to go home.
We need to kind of set a new game plan from now on, I think. I want the relationship with Alice that Jim has with his kids. I don't have that. And it would be really nice to think that I could take that back with me. And to be honest, if that's the only thing I take back, I've done really well. You lot have been great for me, you. We do have to keep in touch. Yeah?
It's been lovely meeting you. Hey?
Yeah. What I'll miss most is cycling with Sam.
What do you have?
Hi, Annie.
Before they go home, the couples are meeting to discuss the experience.
In honesty, I think that there was no interaction with us. We didn't sit and talk for any length of time.
Well, we did. I got it thrown back in my face, so...
Well, no, that's not fake. If you were a little bit more approachable...
You just had a pole face on you. When we were camping, you had a pole face on you. You managed to make some light of some things, but you weren't at ease with any of it. Meal times are horrendous. Absolutely horrendous. Why? Food's shit. Alice should be eating.
Who says? Is there a law anywhere?
I read that manual. I didn't actually sit down and count how many times it said family in it, but it's almost like a religion. It's time to broaden their horizons. I think you're definitely lacking that.
Broaden the horizons?
Yeah.
What, taking to car boots all weekend and markets?
Yes.
Yeah, but you do it 24/7.
The exercise and that, yeah, great. Far too much, though. I think you spend far too much time exercising and not enough time talking. Do you ever stop and actually think about anything? Contemplate life, the universe and everything, or is it just all purely sport?
It's all purely sport.
I thought as much.
Yeah.
Smile, please.
I'm all that smile, sorry.
Eh?
You bled me dry on smile.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, but people are going to piss you off all the time. Do you know what I mean? People piss me off all the time.
I can see that.
Oh, piss off. Sour-faced cow smile, for Christ's sake.
But it's
I'm
like...
really frustrated. I've gone and I've learned all these things and you just haven't bothered.
You went and sulk for 2 hours every night.
If you can just open your mind just a bit.
What a statement.
Yeah, open your mind a bit.
To what?
The world. It's like the
Your little
environment.
time capsule that you've created to closet your children is not the world. It's a tiny little piece of it.
Could you spend that amount of time with your kids, or with Alice every day?
Yeah, I mean, I do need to spend more time with Alice, and we all need to spend more time together.
Well, she is. She's lovely. And she was lovely on her own and just gave her time. And just to hear her giggle is rewarding for me alone, but maybe that's wrong.
I don't think that's wrong.
That's not wrong at all. It's like, you great with her. There's no question about that. It does become... It's absolutely natural with you.
Yeah, you see, it doesn't come natural to me. I find it hard.
Get that.
Hiya, honey! Where did it go? Oh, God. Oh, good.
Here you go, Carol Ann.
You've had fun though, yeah?
The Cans are still keeping fit, and Sam is planning a family cycling holiday in the Pyrenees later this year. And she's left her mark on the Keiths as well. Since Sam left, the family regularly go running together in the countryside.
Should have put the sports bra on. Alice! The world is going to see my tits if I don't get off!
We're all getting out together, aren't we? We're spending more time as a family, which we didn't do before. Alice is getting the exercise. We're getting the exercise.
I'm having fun.